this is recorded and it's going to be on YouTube. Just letting you know.
I know.
You were going to say something, right?
Were you going to say something?
I was waiting for you to say something.
That's so nice of you. Hey,
We'll
Parker.
start the podcast with that. What's up,
I like
Sam?
it. What's up? Happy Fortitude 15 Thursday. Hope you're elevating. Welcome back from your weekend, man. I got a good topic for us today. I got a great topic for us today. Incredible topic for us today. Are you ready for it? It's something you love.
It is?
It certainly
Ravens
is.
football?
No. Even more
Coffee?
than that.
Running?
Close.
Golf?
You're so close.
Traveling?
Kind of. You love making acquaintances with random ass people, with strangers.
I do.
Oh yes. And I'll tell you multiple occasions when you've done that. Great
When?
quality. It's a great quality. I don't know why you're offended. It's fantastic, and I think it's.
I've never met a person in my whole life.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give a perfect example of one where we did this together. We're gonna be talking today, Elevation Nation, about serendipitous encounters with people and why you should always be nice to strangers. Why you should always meet people, because you never know who someone is and how they might be able to help you in the future, or why your paths crossed. There's not necessarily been a reason why Parker and I met this guy, but I'm going to tell a story. Parker and I were traveling together after we graduated from college, and we went to Asia together. We landed in China, and we're walking around China, and obviously Parker and I stood out a bit as being the two only white people for blocks. And this toothless old man came up to us. He smiled and he said, "Are you guys Americans?" And we said, "Yes." And he said, "Do you know LeBron James?" And it was a great question. He genuinely thought that because we were American, we knew LeBron James. And that was the start of our trip. We smiled at a stranger. He gave us a toothless smile back. And it kind of eased us in, I think, into the cultural shock we were having when we landed in China. So that was a really cool chance encounter with a stranger. I'll tell another one that was pretty cool.
That was a weird one, though. That
was
not
a great
weird
one.
because it was like the first person we saw was like encountered
Just wanted
us.
to know, man.
It could have been any person. Like, it was literally the first person. And by the way, it wasn't LeBron James. It was Stephen Curry.
Oh, was it Steph Curry? I love it. So, again, with some strange chance encounters and why it's important to always be nice to people, say hello, introduce yourself, and smile. We've had a lot of really cool people that we've met for the podcast, for our lives, all because we were just nice. Chase Damiano, who is elevator number 84. I met Chase because I was eavesdropping on a conversation that was happening in the lobby of my apartment building, and went up to him and introduced myself, found out that we had a ton of mutual friends in common. He became an elevator and came on the podcast. The other day, I was traveling for work. It was impossible to get an Uber at 7 in the morning from the hotel to LAX. I saw another guy, businessman, looking cool, struggling as well on his phone, and I was lucky enough to get one, and I said, "Hey, do you need a ride to the airport?" We ended up taking a 50-minute ride to LAX together, a random stranger, and talking. And he was vice president of a really big company doing beverage sales, was at a party with celebrities the night before telling me all about it. Now he's in my network, right? Parker, I know, loves to meet people in the sauna. That's one of Parker's favorite places to make friends. My point being with this kind of strange encounters piece is you never know if you can make someone's day, make someone smile, help someone through something, make a connection, make a friend, make a new boss. You have no idea what actually could happen when you meet a stranger. And I think, unfortunately, for a lot of us, we're very hesitant to smile or reach out or talk to people. Rightly so. Everyone has their headphones in and stranger danger. But I'm hoping that we can kind of eliminate that a little bit, Parker, because we've had some great strange encounters.
We have. It's a good point. I mean, listen, some days I don't want to meet anybody when I'm in the sauna. I just want to close my eyes, and I usually do my meditating in the sauna. So it does get a little frustrating when someone says, "Hey, sauna feels hot today, right? And I'm just like, yeah, it does. And then next thing you know, we're sparking up a conversation. And I'm like, wow, this is so great. It's nice to meet you, but I still need to do my meditation. But maybe you can find meditation through different ways. In this case, meeting a new person. But I like your point. I think, it's funny. I thought about this recently too. It's like with the phone and social media and all that, like we as young adults and just people in general now, I feel like we don't have, if you like did the comparison of the amount of strangers that someone meets on a day to day, would it be more in 2023 or more in like 1973, where people just walk around and they're like, oh, hey, like what's going on? Just because they can when they're at, and are they nicer? Are they not nicer? Are they more in tune with their surroundings? Whereas everyone now is on their phone or they're in their own world, listening to their own music as they're walking and navigating the subway. No one. I feel like it's weird nowadays to just go up randomly to a stranger and say, hey, right? And we even hit on it with Lily and Vic on the episode this week. There was a conversation around, they asked you, not me, would you go up to a girl in the grocery store and introduce yourself and ask her on a date? And you said no. But I think back in 1973, that might have not been a weird thing to say or do.
Totally. Yeah, times and societal norms have certainly changed. But yeah, it's like part of it is I think we're all trying to meet new people and bring some niceness back into the world. And, another example, I was at the Wizards game this past weekend. Shout out to Brett Greenberg, who's a future elevator. He's already said he's going to come on the podcast for the tickets. And we were at the game, and there was a woman sitting in front of us, and she started taking a selfie video of the game. And my buddy hit me and was like, hey, get in her video. And I just started dancing like nobody's business in her video, in the background of her video. And then she finally noticed, came over. We struck up a conversation for about 15 minutes. She's a movie producer. She ended up retweeting or reposting that video as a promo for her movie. Like, you never know whose day you can make by just being positive, being friendly, being goofy, and trying to put a smile on other people's faces. So, Parker and I obviously are a little bit outgoing. It's easier for us maybe than some. But I
don't think
people.
It's easy.
Really?
To just like go up to someone
you smile
randomly?
You say hi to everyone, bro.
Kind of. It's funny. I think in New York, I don't say hi to as many people like in passing.
Well, you're an asshole now. That's different.
No. There's just so many people. Like you would be saying hi to a lot of people. It's funny in Orlando over the last weekend. There was a woman. I guess she worked at the resort we were staying at, and she was in a golf cart, and there were a lot of people on the sidewalk, and she was just going hi next to her, like hi, hi, hi. And, like, I could hear her as she drove by continuing to say hi to every single person. When I'm in Florida, everyone seems to wave, if I'm on a jog or something.
Same thing in Savannah, man.
But not in New York. Not in New York.
I also think it depends. I do it in D.C., right? When I'm in my neighborhood, I have really quiet streets near me. If someone's walking their dog, I'll smile and say hello. But, like, if I'm down at the wharf or I'm downtown, like, you're not going to say hi. I feel like there's a threshold. I don't know the exact number, but of how busy a sidewalk is for you to not say hi to someone. I think
the busier it is, the less likely I feel.
Well, no, I know, but like, what's the threshold? If there's like 4 people on the sidewalk, you don't say hi.
I don't know. I just imagine. Can you imagine going to Times Square and just walking? No. Hi. I
think you get stopped by the police pretty quick.
That'd be a good TikTok. A little experiment. That'd be pretty funny. Try to introduce yourself to as many people in Times Square in like 5 minutes as possible. See what happens.
Dangerous. But no, I love it, man. Meeting people is great. You never know who you're going to bump into and what friends you're going to make just from chance encounters and being friendly. So,
I mean, you never know. Like, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to run into. And, I mean, from what we've learned with Elevation Nation, like, one person leads to the next person that could lead to the next person that could lead to this opportunity or this lesson learned or insight that you've never had before. That's what's cool about meeting new people. But it's something that I feel like you have to take a step outside your comfort zone to do. You can't just live in your comfort zone and then expect to meet all these new people. Like, it's not easy to step out. It is easy, though. That's the thing. It's like, it is easy.
You're right. It's an easy thing that causes a lot of anxiety for people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love it.
Well, do you think it's because like people just like don't want to spend time in their day like doing that? They don't want to go the extra mile. Is it because they think like, oh, what if that person doesn't accept me for who I am?
I think it's that. Yeah, I think people are scared of being judged.
Being judged.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's most self-conscious issues. In fact, our newsletter coming out next Wednesday is all about confidence and how you can gain more confidence. And so I think it's super important to work on your confidence. It's okay to get rejected. If someone doesn't say hi back, they don't say hi back. It's not against you personally. Do you think that person analyzed you, your content, your character, and your looks within the 0.5 seconds they looked at you when you said hi and made a judgment decision on your morality and your character and decided not to say hi back to you? No. So don't take it so personally. Life lesson of the day.
I'm with you.
All right. Elevator shout outs. Here we go. I'm going to kick us off. Elevator number 41, Desam Lee. Sam is in a very similar situation to Parker and myself. She's a consultant, moved to New York, and is also trying to grow her own personal brand as an author and a content creator, a YouTuber, and whatever else Desam does. She does a lot of cool stuff. So shout out to Desam. She just hit over 60,000 followers on TikTok and 20,000 on Instagram as she gives advice on living in New York City. So congratulations to Desam. We're super proud of you.
All right. I got a fun one today. Our boy Alex Newman, the professional pickleball player, is signed to like the big league, right? The big pickleball player league, the Carvana PPA Tour. And he's crushing it. He's 17th in the world in pickleball. Like, we talked to him before he even signed with PPA. He's like, I'm going to make this thing. I'm going to try to make it big. And he's 17th in the freaking world.
He's made it. Alex Newman has made it.
That's craziness.
We're so proud. I mean, I just can't.
Dude, we got to go to a
lesson.
Match.
Parker's going to get his ass absolutely kicked by me once Alex trains me, and we got to get him
repping Elevation Nation gear like on the court.
Sponsorship opportunity, Alex. We got you, bro. We'll take care of you.
That
Maybe your water bottle. Elevate your hydration. We're proud of you.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
It really is.
He's 17th.
Follow your dreams, bro.
This is
my dream. It's a great sport. I love it. Elevation Nation. Say hi to a stranger. Smile. Open the door for someone. Don't get kidnapped, though. Be smart. But be friendly. We love you.
And check out our dude, Alex Newman.
Until next week. Peace. Pickle ball. Peace.